Hello, YouTube community. This is Laura, Lost and Found, and this is my 2-week post-op update. And I have not been in touch simply because I've been learning how to walk again with this new stomach of mine, and also getting back into the flow of work because I started work a week ago Tuesday, so a week ago tomorrow, and kind of taken off flying, so to speak. I'm entering the puree stage. I think I might have said in my last update that I was in the puree stage, but I must have been delirious because it was a liquid stage. And I was drinking lots of water and skim milk. They want me to drink double milk, skim milk, plus powder, dry, non-fat dry milk powder, or I also got approved to use my biotin vanilla cream, low carb stuff. And then, let's see, what else have I done? Oh, I've been on the bone broth journey with I was looking at a lot of videos with Dr. Kellyann Pretucci, and there are others that speak about bone broth. It's not a new thing. It's an age-old remedy, but it is supposed to have a marvelous effect on rebuilding your gut, helping your joints. Also, what else? There's something else. I'm doing this really quickly after work before I conk out because I have not been in touch with everybody and I want to be in touch. So I'm forgetting what else it helps with your skin. Yes, complexion, collagen. Yeah, so really good stuff. She has a diet called the bone broth diet. I'm not following that particular diet, at least not at this stage in the game, maybe down the road. And basically it's a low carb diet, and she's really particular about what foods you can and cannot have. But it looks like pretty nice eating, pretty sexy menus. And then you have 2 days out of the week that you just drink bone broth, and you drink it 5 days a week. 5 times a day. And there's different types of bone broth. The type that I made, I just kind of winged it. I have a large slow cooker, and finally have a use for it because it's just myself and my daughter. So now I can put this family-sized slow cooker to work. And I put in a slab of ribs, beef ribs, and a bunch of marrow bones, the round ones that dogs like, except they sometimes get them hinged behind their canine teeth on the lower jaw, but those round ones that you will find like in a round steak. And then what else? Oh yeah, I did 2 ham hocks, or 2 packages, yes, 2 packages of ham hocks, which made it super rich. So I'm going to save the ham hocks maybe for cooking up some greens down the road. But no, you don't get away from my yogurt, dude. Okay. But it was really nice and really satisfying, and so I've tried that. Also, I have been watching lots of cooking keto with Kristie, and I've got some of her videos saved on my channel, and I find that her recipes are really, really helpful. She is a self-proclaimed person who failed with her, and this is what she says, failed with her gastric bypass, and she regained all of her weight. And then she read Gary Taub's book, Why We Get Fat and What to Do About It, and which I think has a low-carb approach, is ultimately his answer. I've just ordered the book, so I'm going to check it out. But she has marvelous, marvelous recipes because her whole family is doing it with her. I don't know how much the kids are staying on it on their own, but her husband was curious, like, what are you doing? Why are you, or actually she fed him that way, and he was still drinking his sodas, but he was losing weight. And so then he asked, what are you doing? What's going on? And then, so he dropped the sodas, I think. And, although he does like his diet, sun-kissed, but, anyway, they both look fantastic and really, really good, recipes that can keep the favorites that we love in our world, but be low carb. So that's pretty cool. She just came out with a cookbook. I've ordered it, but she has tons of videos on YouTube. So just check her out. It's Cooking Keto with Kristie. All right, next is Keto Connection. Tall, ginger-haired fellow, and his girlfriend or fiance or wife or whatever looks to be like she could be Indian. Doesn't matter. They look both beautiful, and they have wonderful. But I was just saying that to identify, I guess. They both have wonderful recipes for staying keto, in the keto vein, if you are so inclined. So that's what I've been checking out. I have actually experienced today the phenomenon of forgetting to eat. Yes, it happened to me. Not a healthy habit to get into, but yes, indeed, it happened. So I also experienced, by mistake, but I think I had 2 different cases of dumping, which the first one happened Friday, and I stopped by we have a store here in town, our health food store, and I got some brown cow yogurt, and I thought I had picked up just the plain yogurt. Well, I opened it up, and then I sweetened it with stevia and took a bite, and about a couple more bites, I'm like, wow, this is a lot sweeter than I remember. Well, I look at the label, and I actually got the maple brown cow. Yikes. So I stopped eating it and put the rest in the fridge and was carrying on through my day. And then it was towards the latter part of the afternoon, and I was hungry again. So I went and got the yogurt, and I said, well, maybe I'll feel better if I just go ahead and have this, because I was kind of feeling wonky anyway. And I ate it, and not long after, I just wanted to go home. And so I did, and I didn't throw up or have diarrhea or anything like that, but I knocked out. And I'm just going to be checking my labels really carefully moving forward. Then the other time I experienced it, I think it was, I know it was this morning, and I had to go into work a little bit later, and I'd had my 3rd cup of bone broth. I had 2 yesterday, so this was the first one I had today, was my 3rd cup altogether. And it was super rich, and I think it was because of those ham hocks. But it was a little higher on the fatty side than bone broth, I think, is usually meant to be. So I had to rest a little bit and then got into work about 11:30, so it was all good. So that's all right. So just live and learn, seeing how it all works. But things are going pretty well. I haven't really exercised yet, and I plan to. Of course, I have to get cleared for the main stuff I like to do, but I mean, I haven't really been walking. And so far I'm okay with that, because I kind of like the idea of just allowing my body to heal. And this weekend I did a lot of sleeping. I did a lot of daytime sleeping as well as nighttime sleeping. And I used up the rest of my pain meds. Maybe not the way I'm supposed to do it, but I just had a few. And so I got a lot of quality sleep, deep, deep sleep. And that was good. So this is me with a runny nose, apparently. And I don't have any makeup on, as you can tell. I have lots of freckles from probably from when I worked out on the cruise ships. I just got a lot of that going on. But I'm feeling pretty clear and pretty good overall. Weight-wise, yes, the stats thing. Yeah, they are going by, when I went to my appointment on a week ago today, they were going by my pre-op weight. So my pre-op weight was, well, no, they're not going from the day they did the surgery. They're going from the pre-op appointment before surgery. So that was 294. I had, yes, gone up. I think it was during all the stress time about insurance and whatnot, and I was eating my emotions. So that was 294, and my highest ever, I don't think I've ever gone over 300. I think I've peered into that abyss, and if I have, I didn't ever have it, recorded in my own mind or anything. So I'm just going to say 299 is my highest ever, and 294 is my beginning. First, I was going to go by 289. So I'm just going to pick a number. For crying out loud, it's going to be 294 is what I started with, because that's what they're going by at the doctor's office, and it'll just be easier to remember down the road. So, having said all that, I'm weighing now 278.4 and have been hovering there for a week. I don't weigh every day. I just can't do that to myself. And I fortunately don't have a strong desire to do it either. So it's just every few days I'm like, okay, let's see what it is, and then just move on. So I think I'm having that post-surgery stall, if you want to call it a stall. So that's what that is. Anyway, I'm going to get more organized with this and get a chart going on, and perhaps someday I really will make a video where I have notes and I'm not hemming and hawing and erring and umming. But anyway, all is well. Things are great, and I love seeing everybody and your success. I don't always comment, but I've been trying to, and I'm just very, very pleased. Half of Heidi, you look fantastic. I'm wondering if that's actually your name, but it's you're in Australia, and I think you just look fantastic. So anyway, everybody, y'all just keep on keeping on, and we're gonna keep making the magic happen, and you'll see less of me more often. Ciao for now.